Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening to everyone here. Okay, welcome to our station. We will have the Innovation Publisher Series 3. And today we have a very special topic for you guys, which is Fish Like a Pro. This is what our class is about, the innovation. When you have all those innovations, it must be to give platform for you guys to showcase and then for others to believe and convince of your products, especially in teaching and learning products. Okay. And today we are very honored because today we have a very special, I would say guest, but she's also a lecturer in UTM in which she's previously win 3 minutes teaching thesis, sorry, she thesis coach for UTM. If you are if you're UTM students, you know that 3 minute thesis is something bizarre in UTM in which you have to tell everything about your thesis, your novelty of your study in 3 minutes. So that is where you're gonna pitch your study. And then she's also the material lecture coach for UTM. The first winner pitched for Fun Azman Hashim Business School in 2020, and also the first winner for pitch for Azman Hashim Business School for 2021, and also the CEO at Faculty Fellow at McDonald's Malaysia. So she has a vast experience in pitching. She has a lot of pearls and gems and tips and tricks and everything that you need to have to become a pro in pitching. Okay, which is very important, especially you're gonna have the SOE Innovation Day soon. You're gonna pitch what are the things that you want to nail to your judges and everything. So without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Nur Hasmiza, okay, to own the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Nina. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this thing first. And for all the students, okay, we have the comment section. If you have any question that would you like to ask, feel free to just type in the comment, the chat box, so that we can entertain your question later on in the session. Okay, bye. Thank you, Dr. Hasmiza. The stage is yours.
Okay, thank you. Can you see my screen, everyone? Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my session. I am Nur Hasmiza binti Abu Hassan Sazali, TESOL Postgraduate Program Coordinator from FSSH KL. I also teach innovation in education or innovations in learning and teaching class actually. Okay. All right. These are the things that I'm going to cover for today. We'll be talking about why do pitching, okay, and how we are going to do it. And I will let you do some practice, and I'll give you my feedback on your pitching. So very simple things. Why do pitching? How to do it, and let's do it, okay, and get feedback. All right. Before I start, can you please type in the chat box 3 words to describe yourself? Any words, okay? Any word. 3 words to describe yourself. Can you please start doing it now? Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat box, okay? I'm waiting. I think students are in the WebEx, right, Nina?
Yes, the
Okay.
in the WebEx already.
We have 23 participants,
We have about
including me.
20, yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna check the Facebook as well.
I'm gonna call names. Anis Nabila. Can you please type 3 words to describe yourself?
Silent. Abdul Hadi. Okay, everyone.
Wait, doctor, thinking. Okay. Nina also can type any 3 words to describe yourself.
Okay. Wait, I'm actually looking for the Facebook in case we have the comments from the Facebook.
Sure, okay.
So
Azwan,
launch in the Facebook as well.
shy, humble, and introvert. Okay. Nice to know you, Azwan. Previna, passionate, procrastinator, and another one smiley face there. hesitate. Okay. Yanti, easygoing, loyal, and introvert. Well, I don't think you are introvert, Yanti. Any more? 3 words to describe yourself. I am, said Yanti.
Loyal.
Loyal,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, I'm going to
Any
describe
more?
myself. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Mm, it's
I know
quite
it's,
hard to describe ourselves.
I know it's very difficult. I don't want you to write sentences because it's going to be long. Just words. Okay. Any 3 words to describe yourself. Kindly lazy. Clear. Introvert again. Shy. Are you sure you're introvert, Anis? Any more? Humming Ming. Who's Humming Ming? Optimistic, friendly, sleepy. Okay, that's a very good word there. Sleepy. You know, when you do some kind of talk, you know, or you do some kind of session with your participants, once you know that your participant are sleepy kind of people, it's a challenge for you, or it's a success for you if you can actually make them awake. So I'm so happy to know that. Bella said that she's a sleepy girl. Okay, I'll make sure awake. I'll call your names many times. Okay, so these are the words that I can describe myself. I would say that I am harmonious. Okay, I am heartily, and I am healthy. Okay, I mean, these are the words that I can say to relate to myself. Harmonious here means whatever things that I do, I always like to do it with friends, you know, in a harmony situation. I don't want to do things alone. I want to be, you know, synchronously doing it with friends. So so the situation is a happy kind of situation. Okay, heartily here means whatever things that I do, I always give my best. Okay, that's me. Even though I don't know much about the things, but I'll make sure I learn. Okay, and I'm open to any kind of comments from people because I want to do it with my heart. And the next one is healthy here means for me, if you want to have a happy life, if you want to have a very fruitful life, you must be a healthy person. Okay, so you must do as many things as you can to ensure that you are healthy. Once you are happy, once you are healthy, the vibes will be transferred to the other people around you. Okay. All right. This is something about me. This is my family. You see, the small kids there. This picture was taken many years ago. So the eldest one is not as small as that. Okay, the eldest one is 14. The youngest one is going to be 5 this year. Okay, for me, I believe to have big dreams. Okay, if your dreams do not scare you, that means they are too small. So it's okay whenever you are, okay, for you to have big dreams. I'm so proud to see all of you here because all of you, the students, are doing your postgraduate study. That means you have big dreams there, right? You always stay hungry, you always stay foolish. This one is actually a very famous quote from Steve Jobs. It means as a human, you don't feel that do not stop learning. All right, always stay hungry, always stay foolish. And for me, another one, very important thing that I would like to share with all of you is, in order to have a happy life, you must have a healthy body and a healthy mind. This is just some introduction about me before I go to the content. Right. These are some experience, some beneficial experience that I have that I believe would be very beneficial to all of you. Like what Nina said just now, I'm the UTM coach for 3 minutes thesis. As I always do things with my heart, I'll make sure I will be very happy, and I always make sure that my students are become the winners. So these are among the winners that I have produced. And besides being the coach myself, I also must make sure, I also must prove it to myself that I can also become the winner. So for many pitching competitions that I took part before this, I was among the winner. This is actually HIPS pitching for funding in 2020. I just completed my third master degree last July. So the third master degree is actually my MBA. So during my MBA, I also took a lot of pitching competitions, which I would like to share with all of you on the tips on how you can do pitching like a pro. Okay, when you build pitching skills, you are actually developing yourself. You know, when you develop yourself, it means you the skills will help you to build trust with the others. So these are among with some communication skills, with the pitching skills that I have gathered all this while as a trainer and also as a student and also as a lecturer. I built trust with McDonald's Malaysia, where they what they called it they send their employees to do their study in UTM. Okay, so when you have these kind of big projects, it does not mean that you sit with them and tell them what you can do. You need to have the skills of pitching so that they trust you, and then they can reward you with many programs. So one of the project that I have with them is actually to develop mobile learning content for the all employees in Malaysia to do their orientation using mobile phone. Okay, so next, why pitching? Why do we need to do pitching? All right, everyone, can you see my screen? Can you please read all the four bubbles, reading bubble there? Okay, which of these colors represent you when it comes to 5 minutes pitching? If you are given 5 minutes pitching, what do you think would be the definition of 5 minutes pitching? Okay, the blue one, the yellow one, the pink one, or the green one? Okay, can you please type your answer in the chat box? The blue one, you know, if I were to give you, okay, Ani say it's yellow. Okay, just say out your ideas as long as it is between 5 to 6 minutes is fine. Okay, that's okay, that's very quick. Okay, Pavitra said yellow. Okay, yellow. Blue from Pravina. Nasuhak Xiaomi said pink. Okay. Tahiratul yellow. Okay. Pink, blue, green. I know you don't want to take yellow. I know you don't want to take green because definitely I'll call your name, right? What's the definition? Okay. Any more? Do you need to squeeze everything between 4 to 5 minutes? Say out things between 5 to 6, or meticulously plan everything so that it has to stop by 5 minutes and everything is there. Yanti said it's pink. Okay. Wong Mandru said it's pink. Yes to everyone there, say blue. Okay, blue. No green? Okay. All right. That's a very interesting answer from all of you. Okay. This one actually states, what do you mean by 5 minutes pitching? All right. What is pitching? Actually, if you realize, talented people with great ideas might not be heard. Right? Some people, okay, sometimes us, we have so many ideas, but no one would like to hear our ideas. You know, so one of the way that you can do so that your ideas are heard is actually to learn how to pitch. All right, so that people can hear your ideas. Pitching is actually something that you do in our life. Do you remember the time when you propose your partner to marry you? Do you remember the time when you what do you call it? You show your ideas to your friends, convince them. So those are all pitchings. Okay, your partners will not accept you if your pitchings are not right. In other words, if your partners feel that you are not worth to their standard, okay, you cannot give what they want, they won't accept you. Well, of course, the way you pitch to your partners will be different from how you do your pitching in our class, right? But whatever it is, when you do pitching, you convince your partners, you convince the others to accept you, right? To accept you. So pitching is something that is common. All right. So next, we are going to learn on how to do pitching. How to do it. How many of you have seen this situation? There's a speaker in front there and the audience are sleeping. Okay. Pitching is about connection with the audience. If you see your audience sleeping, now it's very easy. If you see your audience start to look at their phone, right? Starts to make calls, that means they're not connected to you. Maybe it's your fault or maybe it's their fault. But whatever it is, pitching is about connection with your audience. And great pitches needs a lot of preparation. Okay, it's not something that you just do as long as it fits 4 to 5 minutes and you just stop at 5 minutes without finishing the whole thing. No, all right. It's not something that you can go more than 5 minutes. If the pitching is 5 minutes, you can reach 7, 8, 10 minutes. That one is not pitching. When you do pitching, you need to do a lot of preparation. It's a meticulous kind of work actually. Simplicity, clarity, and focus are the main things about pitching. Let me ask you one question. Imagine you are dealing with children, okay? Small children from school. I know most of you here are educators, right? Can you please tell me, if you are talking about children 8 years old and below, okay, what is the time span for the attention of boys and girls? Any idea?
Less than 1 minute?
Less than 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They cannot focus on
Yes,
you.
no.
You know.
Yeah.
The
Not
clue
more
is
than a minute.
not more than a minute. If you can make them sit in front of you and listen to you, and understand whatever things that you say, that one is actually a bless, right? But usually, this is, I don't know, this is some tips that I got from a preschool teacher. Okay, if the girl is 5 years old, the most that you can make them sit in front of you and listen to you is 10 minutes. 5 years old times 2, 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you really have to do something else. But for me, 3 minutes, okay? And for boys, you have to divide by 2. Not 10 minutes, but divide by 2. It's just 2.5 minutes for the boys. So in other words, if you are dealing with boys, don't make them sit in front of you for a very long time to do their work, okay? You must make them move. All right. According to Steve Jobs, simplicity, okay, has always been his mantra. Focus and simplicity. So sometimes simple work can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean, to make it simple. Like when you sit down, there are so many things in your mind. Actually they are not that difficult, but because there are too many things, they become so complicated. Right? But it's worth it in the end, because once you get there, you can move mountains. So you have to you need to have this mantra: focus and simplicity. From there, you can do bigger things. All right. So pitching is about conscious decision about what you will say, okay, and do. When you are given 5 minutes of pitching, everyone, you don't waste the 5 minutes to do a very long introduction. Hello everyone, it's nice to be here, thanks for inviting me, it's a great opportunity for me to I am so happy. No. That is all from me. Do you have any question? No, this is not pitching. This one maybe just a speech. Okay. If you do pitching, you have to be quick. Hi, this is who I am. This is what I do. Explain to the audience, this is what you do. This is what you're going to present to the audience. This is how we are going to cover. Okay, this is how we are going to do this session. And let me get into it. All right. So when you do pitching, you just go straight to the story. You tell your audience that you are a professional and you are a person who does your job properly. You don't go hanky-panky there. All right? And then you have to finish strong. Okay? End it strongly. We know that you're going to end soon. It's a strong finish. This is who you are. This is what we hope to do, and thank you. All right? So this is what you're supposed to do when you do pitching. When you have certainty about what you say, creates confidence in you. When you are very sure of what you're going to say, these are the things that will make you confident. Because why? You go straight to the story. Okay? You are certain of what you're going to say. You mean it because you mean it. Right? You are very sure of what you're going to say, and the audience will be confident on you. But on the other hand, if you go round and round and round, people will start be yawning. People, that's it. One thing about my experience of being in the 3 minutes competition, okay, it's very genuine, when you see the audience, especially when you see the person on the stage is a very good person. You can see the whole hall is glued to the person up there. But if the person up there, starts to go round and round, even though everyone has 3 minutes, you can really see it. They start to take their phone, they start to relax and everything. So pitching is a skill that you have to develop. It's not something that you can get overnight. But of course, here we are here to learn on the tips on how to do your pitching well. Okay. Is there any model that you can refer to in order to do pitching? So today, I'll be sharing with you two models. The first one is the pitch canvas, and the second one is the open-close pitch model. Okay, this model is adapted from business. Okay, because pitching is actually very popular among businessmen. All right. So of course, if you were to relate to the context of our study, you do your pitching because that is the innovation product that you produce for the assignment, for the group project. All right. So if you know, if the details of the product is at the back of your hand, that means anytime, anytime, and anyone who asks anything about you, anything about the product, you are able to answer them really well. Okay. So this is actually the open-close pitch model. If you look at the open-close pitch model, let me explain to you the model first. Later, I will ask you to do some practice. Okay, very easy. Don't worry. When you get notes from business school, everything is very straightforward. They don't have so many words, as in they don't have very long sentences. They have colors. You look at the colors. Okay, the first line is actually in green. Okay. You must know your audience before you do your pitching. If you are doing a pitching to a group of lecturers who are going to become the judges of your innovation product, so you have to know the expectation of the lecturers because they are the judges. If you are doing your pitching to a group of investors, okay, who would like to buy the product, then you should know where are they from, what kind of business are they interested in. Okay, so the audience is very important. Actually, you can apply this model, okay, in daily life. If you would like to give your ideas, you would like to pitch your ideas maybe to your husband, okay, you would like to propose to buy a new set of furniture. So the audience here is your husband or your wife, okay, or anyone in the family who has the money. All right. So if you know what are the needs of these people and you can tap on it, there's a high possibility for you to get the new set of sofa. All right. Know your audience. Then you have to establish your objective. What is the objective of you doing this pitching? All right. Then you have to brainstorm any ideas that you have in order for you to prepare the script well. Okay, whatever ideas that you have, you must brainstorm. You must remember you need to have opening, a very good opening, and you have a very strong closing in your script. Okay, you must also know the power of 3. The power of 3 here refers to any ideas that you give to the audience. don't make it more than 3 at one time, because we cannot remember more than 3 things at one time. Okay, that's the power of 3. Of course, there are so many people who can understand, who claim that they can understand many things at one time, but generally people can only accept 3 things at one time. That's the green line. The second one is focus on images. When you do your pitching, you must have very good images that will help you to convey your message. All right, the images, the selections of images are very important. Okay, the selection of the images is very important so that your audience can understand what you're trying to tell them. Reduce text and numbers. I know when you talk to teachers, especially to language teachers, they love very long, lengthy text. No, 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 no. Okay, reduce them. All right, maximum piece of information at one time should be only 3 at one time. Okay, then the next one is the red one. Okay, red line. You must make sure that when you do your pitching, there's a coordination of your eyes, hands, legs, and feet. Okay, because all this is called body language. Your body language speaks too. Okay, not just your verbal speech. Next is the vocal variation. So you don't want to be monotonous. Okay, everyone, today I'll be talking about this product. No, 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 no. I think you know this really well because all of you are educators, right? You need to have some variation in your vocal. The power of silence. While you are preparing the script, think of some time where it's a silence. Okay, where maybe that is the time when you want your audience to think about what you have said. And the last one is call to action. Okay, what are the things that you want your audience to do after listening to your pitch? You must finish on time, and most importantly, you must practice, practice, and practice. Okay, that's about the open close speech model, which you are going to apply later when I ask you to do the script. All right, this is the bigger. So you need all these things when you do the script, or the green one. When you do the design of your slides, okay, you have to remember all the purple line. Okay, when you deliver your speech, you must remember your body language, your vocal variation, and the power of silence. Don't just speak continuously non-stop. It's going to be boring. It's going to be tiring for the audience. Okay, and you must have this checklist. What is the call to action? You must finish on time. That is the reason why you have to practice, practice, and practice. Okay, script. When you prepare your script, you must know, like what I mentioned just now, who is your audience? What are they interested in? All right, you must include them in your speech so that they feel that they are relevant to you, so that they feel that they are connected to you. Okay, what are the objectives of this pitching? Okay, you must have a very clear opening. Okay, the introduction that will attract your audience. Some people sing, some people, say out some facts which are very shocking to people. Some people do some dramatic scene, I don't know, but the opening must attract your audience. All right, power of 3, to break things down. Do not give more than 3 information at one time. Okay, at one time. Then closing, you must finish with a bang. So these are the things, all 5 things are very important when you do your script, okay, to make sure that you get your story straight. Okay, when I mention who is your audience, you have to remember when you do your pitching, it's not about your story, okay, it's about what you want them to do. Okay, it's about how you connect to the audience. It's about how your product, your innovation product, is relevant to the audience. So it's not just about your story. Okay, so great pitches focus on customers' needs, and that is the reason why, like what I've been telling you, you have to know your audience. Right. Objective. You must know why do you do this pitching. Okay. In this competition that you're going to take part, why you are doing the pitching? You want to become the winner, right? That is the main thing. And of course, in order to become the winner, you have to introduce your product. You have to convince the judges. All right. If you go to the business world, okay, they do pitching because it's an introduction to potential customers. Maybe they do the pitching so that they can have follow-up meeting. Okay. And for your situation, you do this pitching because you want to get good marks for your assignment. Right. So action is what you are looking for. When you have a very clear pitching of why you are doing, when you have a very clear objective, then it will drive you to design your script of the pitching well. Okay. When I say brainstorm just now, you try to come up with all the ideas of your head on how you're going to do this. Okay. Put it on notes and paste it on your board. Okay, on your table. You must also take a step back and try to figure out what is the main issue that you are trying to show to the audience here. And after that, you are going to organize around chapter heading. Okay, when you do the brainstorm, you end with the chapter headings. Okay, what if? Okay, I know we are all educators, right? You have too many ideas, too many words. Okay, the thing is, why too many ideas and why too many ideas? Sorry, two repetitions of ideas. Many ideas will not stick on people's mind. Okay, this sometimes I know when you talk to teachers, when they talk to the students, they are very excited in sharing everything. You know, I frequently heard even lectures, they like to say, I want to share everything that I know. Okay, yes, I know. But when there are too many things that you give at one time, they will not stick in people's mind. Okay. All right. To answer the question on why too many ideas will not stick in people's mind. Okay. According to the psychologists, our mind is great at having idea, but to hold them, no. They like having idea, but they cannot remember so many things at one time. Okay. We have these three parts of the brain that you have to know: midbrain, neocortex, and also the crop brain. The one that I would like to focus today is the crop brain, okay, which is the primal brain. Crop brain, some people say that crocodile brain. Okay. So one thing about the crop brain is it is very picky and a cognitive miser whose primary instinct is survival. It means whatever information that goes into your mind, okay, that goes into your brain, the crop brain is the one that will filter and choose the one that it likes. Okay, it's very picky. Okay, it will ignore you if possible. The crocodile or the crop brain behind there. Okay. If someone is talking to you and you feel that it's boring, then the crop brain said, okay, ignore it. Okay. When you listen to something and you feel like it's not safe, and then you're going to run from it. Okay. When you feel that it's so complicated, you know, and then the crop brain will try to radically summarize the information. And then the crop brain, always fearful and suspicious, and as it is the one that makes decision to keep you away from danger. So knowing this psychological fact about the brains, okay, the information delivered to the crop brain must be fast, novel, concrete, visual, and high contrast. Okay, if you can understand this, that means you are able to deliver information to the other people, considering the facts about the crop brain. Okay, when you can give them fast, novel, concrete, visual, high contrast information, then their crop brain will accept for the information given by you. With that, okay, we have the idea of power of three. Do not give too many information to the other people at one time. Maximum is just 3. According to Philip Crosby, who is a businessman, no one can remember more than 3 points. Okay. In fact, if you go to the entertainment industry, why do they have the 3 musketeers? Because of the 3. The word 3 there actually helps people to remember. Okay. In Malay, they even have 3 Abdul. They don't have 4 Abdul, 5 Abdul, 6 Abdul, 7 Abdul. Only 3. Because they know human can only remember three things at one time. And there's also a very famous Hindi movie, Three Idiots. Okay, and it looks nice when they take photo as well, right? Okay, so just now I've mentioned the open close pitch model. Okay, as a model for you to do your pitching. The next one that I would like to introduce is the pitch canvas. Okay, this pitch canvas is very popular among businessmen when they want to do pitching for their products. Of course, when you talk to businessmen when they do pitching of their products, one of the reason why they do the product pitching is to get funders, okay, or maybe to get people who are going to accept their products to be sold by their company. But you can use this model and adapt it for our innovation assignment, right? So first of all, when you do your script, all right, you must begin with simple statement of what change you and your product are making to the world. Very simple statement, a memorable one sentence explanation of what you do for the customers, you know. Then you must demonstrate that you know what is the problem out there in the world, okay, and the problems faced by your customers that you are going to solve with your product. Okay, if you can solve this problem from the pain of the customers, you'll give more gains to the customers. Okay, so first of all, you start with a simple statement of what change you and your product are making in the world. Okay, about you, about the product, and then you talk about the pain. This is when you are trying to connect to the audience to show that you understand to understand the problems that they face. Okay, and then you're going to do product and product demo. You're going to show the product. This one is this one you're going to do it in the video, right? On how you're going to do use the product. So please do the product demo as well in your video. And then what's unique about your product? Okay, your innovation product. Is it about technology? Is it about the relationship? You know, is it about partnership? Anything that is unique about the product. Okay, remember, your audience would like to know what are the things which are very unique about this product that is worth for me to choose you as the winner. Okay, how do you help your customers get result differently to your competitions or alternative? Okay, what is so unique about the product? And then customer traction. You have done this. I know you have done this. In fact, in your assignments, right? You try to get feedbacks from your users, or some people say customers, right? What are the success rates so far? Did you do any pilot customers? Did you get any feedback from pilot customers? Any customer review? Okay, feedback. You have to use data and facts to strengthen your points, okay, when you talk about customer traction. Okay, this one, business model is mostly related to business people, okay. Business model means how do you get paid? Is there any opportunity for growth if the people or the audience is like to buy your product, okay? And is there any potentials of your industry, territory, application, partnership, and technology when they look at your product, okay? Maybe you're not going to focus on business model in your pitching, okay? You're going because this one is more towards pitching for products to be sold to the others. Investment, maybe you can mention how much you have spent for this. Again, if you are pitching to investors, you need to be clear on how much you want them to invest on your product. Team, you can also mention about the relevant experience of the team being involved to produce this product. That will actually convince your audience that, look, wow, this product, you know, is a combination of is a work of from the combination of many experts. Okay, maybe your experts here, they have worked with famous brands, you know, famous organizations. You can actually mention that if it's relevant. Okay, then you have to end your script, okay, with call to action. So If you are talking about pitching products for business, the call to action is actually for the audience who are the investors to invest on your product. But for you, okay, for this class, your call to action is you hope the judges will choose you as the winner, right? Okay. If you other than that, other call to action is maybe you can ask your audience to visit your website or anywhere, okay, for more information, and to buy, go to, you know, anything call to action. If you sometimes people say that to get more information you can call this number, you know. Call to action is the action that you want your audience to do after listening to this pitching. Okay, and lastly, you have to end your pitching with why you. Why do you care about solving this problem for your customers? Again, this one is actually to convince the judges that, look, I am the one whom you should choose, okay? How has your life been affected with this industry and business, okay? Why should your audience get involved with you? Why should the audience choose you, okay, to invest? All right. So that's about pitchings, okay? The pitch canvas and the open close pitch model. What about 3 minutes pitch? Okay, let me ask all of you. What do you think about 3 minutes pitch? How long does it take? And if you are going to do the script for the pitch, how many words do you think you're going to write? Okay. How many words you are going to write for a 3 minute speech? Can you please type in the chat? Anyone? If you are going to prepare for a 3 minute speech, okay, how many words you need to prepare? Can you type in the chat? Between 30 minutes? Pravina, you mean if you want to do 3 minutes pitching, you have to prepare for 30 minutes? 50 minutes? Half an hour? 5 minutes? 20 minutes? Okay. 450 words. Okay. Okay. 100 to 200 words. Okay. 300 words. That's a long thing to do, yeah? 500 words. Okay. Any more answer? 400, 500. All right. If you are going to do a 3 minute speech, you need about 390 words. That's about 27 sentences. And most importantly, 3 minutes is very short, okay? You have no time to lose. All right? But if you don't plan your 3 minute speech well, your audience will feel that they are dragged into the room listening to you, and they would say something like, what are the bad things I have done so far that makes me you know, being punished here, all right, to listen to your 3 minute speech. And you over there prepare for this pitching for such a long time, right? So next we are going to do some practice, okay? Using the pitch canvas,